Hey, it's me, Marquelworld, all things professional wrestling, my life. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Let's talk about it, baby. This is the exclusive video for you guys on the weekend. This is my second take, by the way. This is my first time using the microphone, and let's just say my little stand shit fell, edited out, no, my phone fell, edited that out. Then on iMovie, it changed and cut my video where you can only like see my face up close, but you can't really see my full body. So here I go again. I don't know how to do all this editing shit. CM Punk has defeated Drew McIntyre. Um, Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Are you really surprised? If you are, why are you surprised again? Why are you surprised again? It was so I'm a little nervous. It's about to fall again. Um I'm just a little nervous on what is next for both men. I don't know if their plan is to continue this feud a little bit more. It's been going on long enough. I would say it's almost like the Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, kind of like that series, but it's only exclusive to the pay per views. Yeah, that's what it's more giving. It's giving like an Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, but a pay per view version of that, just the back to back matches against each other. The only thing I can see at this point to amp it up a little bit more is to have Three Stages of Hell. I had to think about the name of that match. It's been a while since WWE had that match, but Three Stages of Hell. If you're not familiar with that, that is when a superstar they have to compete in three matches. Well, not necessarily. I did lie. It is three matches that are set up, and the best out of the two they win. But there can be a point which I don't know if it has happened yet. I did not get the history books out before I went on live and recorded this, but usually one person wins the first match, the opponent wins the second match, and then they have that third match which determines who is the real deal out of the two. I haven't really seen it where someone won both matches in a row and they didn't have to compete in the third match. I haven't seen that. But Drew McIntyre, a lot of people want to keep talking about Cody. Um Cody Rhodes, he improved himself in the indie scene. What he did in TNA was fine. What he did in AEW, what he became a star. He invested in himself. A lot of you guys are forgetting. Um, what about Drew McIntyre? Wasn't he that same person when he got released from WWE and he made a name for himself in the indie scene and TNA wrestling? Let's be real. In TNA wrestling, he was popping and he was doing his thing. I forgot why he got released from WWE when he first signed. I don't know. He was young, so who knows? Who knows? But we all know it didn't work out. But that's neither here nor there because he is currently one of the top stars. So what I'm trying to say is. Drew McIntyre is just like Cody Rhodes. He invested in himself and he tried to change the narrative. He tried to show those that no longer believed in him, that kind of looked at him like, you're a little old news, or we don't know what category to put you in per se. But what is next for him, guys? I mean, him losing it isn't a good look for him, to be honest. I feel like he is more the aggressor at this point. I will say it is at times where I'm a little confused on who to cheer for. Sometimes I would cheer for CM Punk. Sometimes I would cheer for whatchamacallit, Drew McIntyre. But it's always this person gets a lick in, this person gets their lick in, then you want the other person to, get their lick in. So it's always you always want more and more and more and more, but it has to end eventually. So I don't know if we're going to have Drew McIntyre be the one that wins this feud. It seems like CM Punk is the one that gets most of the momentum at this point. Was really disappointed that Drew didn't get this win, to be honest. I do know that CM Punk, no shade, no shade at all. He's 45 and Drew McIntyre is 39. So they have at least a 5-year age gap in between each other. And CM Punk is going to celebrate a birthday today. No, not today. Look at me. CM Punk is going to celebrate a birthday this month on the 26th. That's a birthday post I have to write. If you don't know, I write for a wrestling Facebook group page called Pro Wrestling T. It is a Facebook group I made. I write birthday posts every day of a professional wrestler. Been doing that almost a year. I was doing that since October 2023 for another wrestling page that I used to write for, but now I do it on my own page. So it's been almost a full year. So he's about to celebrate his 46th birthday. But what I want to say is, well, Drew is about to be 40, right? But what I want to say is the age difference, it's just 5 years. That could be a big 5 years. That could be a small 5 years. It depends on who you're talking about. But Drew McIntyre is clearly, um, you know, the younger one of the bunch. CM Punk winning is a good thing, I guess, for the CM Punk fans. Him collapsing, I would think that storyline wise, some people on X are like, "Oh my God, is he okay? Is he okay?" It's like, really, he collapsed when he finally made it to the ramp and almost. I don't think so. He probably would have collapsed when he was wrestling and actually being physical and was using energy instead of just walking per se. But it's bad blood. You always know Drew McIntyre always tries to get the last laugh. But at times like that, it doesn't really matter. If you're not winning the match, it doesn't really matter. You can get the last laugh, but at the end of the day, you're not a winner. At the end of the day, you didn't win. At the end of the day, you still lost. So it doesn't matter that you always get your revenge or you the following week get a sneak attack in and ha ha ha, I'm better than you. I mean, after a while, that gets a little boring because it's like, okay, but when it's for the real deal, you lose more than you actually win compared to two punks. So his credibility is going down, Drew McIntyre. So that's a little sad for the Drew McIntyre fans that bet on him or say how good he is. The credibility is going a little down due to him losing these matches. I would hope that one day it would just be him winning back to back. Then he would be considered a threat. I mean, if you're winning matches back to back, you're a threat. But if you're winning a match, you won one, I won one, or you won two, I won one, or you won two, I won two. I don't look like a threat. I look almost as an equal to you or less than. He's never just winning back to back matches. So with CM Punk. So this is going to continue. It looks obvious that it is with the drama that happened after the match. Trying to keep it a little vague what I say because I don't know who watched the pay per view yet. It is going on right now, so I don't want to spoil too much by saying everything that happened. But CM Punk, the AJ Lee, I see she's still going to be referencing this. I don't know if she's going to make an appearance at this point. I don't know what else they would be saving it for, unless they're saving it for the big stage, which is WrestleMania. And if this is dragging on to WrestleMania, no, thank you. Seriously, if it would drag on till April, it's October. I mean, that's a couple more months. I can't imagine them dragging it on that long. So I don't know if she's going to make her appearance. A lot of people are talking about The Rock. Let's talk about that. A lot of people are talking about The Rock. They think he may show up. Some people did see Jimmy Uso show up. So if he does show up tonight, don't let that be a surprise. I am currently talking about it before it even happened. Right now, we just got done with Damian Priest and Finn Balor, which what's the point of JD if all he's going to do is just get his ass beat every time he comes? I mean, it's kind of child's play. It's kind of boring. It's kind of repetitive. Here comes JD. Can't wait till he gets his ass beat. Oh, he got his ass beat. He was no help. I mean, that's every time. That's every time. That is every time JD gets involved. He does a little bit of help. Not really, because he's the one that gets his ass beat, YouTube, but he does a little bit of distracting per se. That's a good term I can use. He distracts the opponent, but he doesn't really get that involved physically until he gets yanked a finisher is done on him, he rolls out the ring, his eyes get big, and that's the end of him. I mean, we see this every fucking time. So, can we get a new script, please, WWE? Please, a new script. A new script is warranted at this point because this script has gotten a little old at this point. No shade. I still love you. Still watching clearly. But the script has gotten old with JD. I mean, at this point, he was always the weakest one in the Judgment Day. Not trying to bash him at all, but he was the last one to join, if we're being real. So he wasn't really that member that we really loved because he wasn't even there that long compared to the other one. And then he's always losing and getting his ass beat every fucking time. So that's all we see from him is him getting his ass beat. I mean, yeah, he'll win tag team gold, but it's not usually him that's doing the um most of the wrestling. It's usually his partner. So I do like him and I wish him the best. So this again, I'm not bashing JD. I just don't like the way they book his character. It's always you see him, you know he's gonna get his ass beat. You know he ain't gonna be no threat. Why does he always have to be the scapegoat at this point of the Judgment Day? The isn't he the one that got riptide by Rhea? I mean, shit. Wasn't she even like beating his ass? Like he is just a scapegoat for everyone at this point. But YouTube, this is me. I'm using my microphone, getting used to it. Next time I'll have it on my shirt. Let me not say next time. I'm going to eventually be able to put on my shirt and get it all acclimated where I don't have to hold the mic. But, I do want to, update some things. Again, I have a video software where I can edit videos. I try to post, I do at least 3 times a week, but I try to edit when I can. But I do want to edit a little bit more, bring a little bit drama to the videos sometimes, maybe. But I do like these videos where I'm just talking. It's kind of like a personal video. We like wrestling. I'm talking to you on the camera, so I'm so used to it at this point. Bad Blood, if you guys are watching, I hope you guys are enjoying YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. I post pro wrestling news 3 times a week in my life. Right now, what I got going on, y'all, is I have a ear infection, earache, whatever you guys want to call it at this point. I've never had this before, but I woke up like I was on a plane almost, like my ears popped. So it's been like that for all day. But I took some medication that I found over the counter, put some drops. So hopefully it will help a little bit. But it's getting a little better. It's been 3 hours, but slowly getting a little bit better. It could have been cold air with my fan. That's what it could have been. But I hope you guys are doing well. YouTube, follow the TikTok, Marquelworld, and follow my Facebook group, Pro Wrestling TEA, where we talk pro wrestling news. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for the support. Peace.